How we doing today, folks? Today we're going to be working on a makeshift, well, it's not makeshift, it is going to be a shelter for the goats. We're going to build it out of our cedar lumber. It's going to be about 4 foot wide, about 8 foot long. Reason for that is because my forks that go on the loader bucket on my little Kubota will pick up a 4 foot pallet, so I can get underneath of it and pick it up and move it around as we need to. But we'll include you on that project as we go along and kind of show you what we're doing. Stick around. All right, so what we've got now is just a basic framework. We've still got to put some rafters on, and it measures 4 feet by 8 feet. We're going to put a floor over on this half and enclose. We're going to put tin all the way around on between there, and then all the way around to there. We'll leave that open. And then we'll leave this open. So they'll have kind of an inside shelter here. We may decide to change that later. But this is kind of where we're at so far. Just basics. This is all cedar lumber scraps. Stuff that's, got some rough edges, but it's not slabs like we want to use on the fence. So we're trying to make use of everything we have here. All right, folks, well, we've gotten a little closer, as you can see. The real challenge is going to be coming up with enough material to put in this half here for a floor. We've got the saw tails and the heads off on these makeshift rafters. Put some support in between in the middle, and then we can start putting tin on pretty shortly. We need a long one at the bottom. We should be okay at the bottom on the ends because the boards on the ends stick out 2 inches past. So stick around, we're still working on it. All right, folks, so we're pretty well all framed up, ready to put tin on. We did install the hay manger in that open area, and we did find a small piece of plywood that we could finish that floor out with. I want you all to keep in mind, guys, this is all made out of scrap materials. Scraps that come off of our sawmill mostly. Cuts that just weren't up to par or didn't make the grade. I know some of them look good. You probably run them through planer multiple times and end up with a decent board. But we've opted to use them here. Built this goat shed. Now we've got some used tin that we're going to install. I did install right down below, if you can look right in there, right underneath that board on each side, some heavy-duty bolts on both ends, so we can hook a chain to that and drag it, because those bottom pieces are set up like skids. So we're going to go get the tractor now, the little Kubota, hook up to that, and we're going to drag it up a little closer to where there's electricity, as it's a lot easier to cut that tin with electric, since I don't have a battery powered tool to do that. Stay tuned. All right, folks, here we are. Please like and share and subscribe. This is our goat shed that we've built out of all salvage materials. This is all salvage tin out of a barn that we took down here on the farm. And then we've got cedar that we use for framework, and skids that was scrap that we sawed on our sawmill. So this is what it all looks like. We're going to set it up here along this creek bank with some panels. I've got to do some caulking the holes, the nail holes from before when it was previously attached to the barn. We've stuck a hay manger in here so that we can use this in the wintertime. And we put a solid floor over here so they can bed down on. We'll put some straw in here for them to bed on. Probably set a water container here. So guys, please like and subscribe if you like this content. If you'd like to see more of the process, I really haven't shown much of that because I figured you'd probably all be bored by the hours and hours that it took to do this. Little story behind this top edge here, the way it's all twisted up. That was actually on the peak. Those sheets of tin were on the peak of the roof of the barn. And the folks that had done that barn, instead of putting a ridge cap on, they just bent the tops of them sheets of tin over. I'm debating whether or not to cut them off. I think maybe I'm just going to leave them there, kind of some nostalgia. Let me know what you think. Leave some comments down below. And this, guys, is our end result. We put some poly wire around here on this creek bank, just across the yard from the house. Got the goats in there. See if they get her cleaned off. Stick around, see what else we'll have for fun. See y'all next time, and I wish you well.